Hello, dear students. Welcome to today's session. In this session, let us understand the different shape of the cells. In the previous session, we have ended our discussion by understanding the unicellular organisms as well as the multicellular organism. Now let us start understanding the shape of cells. The cells have variety of shapes. The shape of the cells, they vary with the functions they perform. Means as I'm telling you that there are so many cells in the body that each cell which is present in the different part, that cells, they perform the different function. Hence we can see the cells in the different shape. There may be the spherical shape, or maybe the elongated shape, or maybe the oval shape. There are so many shapes. Okay, so now let us look at some of the shapes here. See, if you look at the shapes, you can see the shape of the blood cell here, okay, which are called as RBCs. So they are round shape, correct? Some of the blood cells like WBCs, they do not have the proper shape. We call them as they're having the amoeboid shape because they do not have the perfect shape for them. Okay, and we can also see some of the fat cells, muscle cells, and sex cells which are present in both female as well as the male, and the cells which gives the immunity, epithelial cells which are present in the skin, nervous cells which are present in the nervous system of a body. So all these cells are having the different shapes. Correct. So if you look at the nerve cell, you can see that actually they are long. You can see the nerve cell which is present here. Actually, these nerve cells are longest cells. So they also have some branches on their head region. The branches are coming out of the head region. And suppose if we look at the fat cell, there is some set of similarity between the sex cell as well as the fat cell, whereas if you look at the nerve cell and the fat cell, their structures completely different. Correct? So as their structures are different, their shapes are also different, and their functions also differs because they are performing the various functions as they are present in the different regions of the body. Clear? And if we look at the muscle cells which are present in the muscles, they are spindle shaped, and you can see the bone cells. Correct? When we compare these two, they are also looking different. Correct? And if you look at the cells which are present in the plants, for example, if you look at the plants, there is presence of mesophyll cells, and we can also see some tracheate cells. Tracheate cells are there. So all these cells which are present in the plants also look different. Correct? So when we look at the cells which are present in the plant as well as the cells which are present in the animals, the cells which are present in the plant also differ from one region to another. Similarly, the cells which are present in the human also differ from one region to another because they are performing the different functions. Here we can see the variety of cells with the different shapes. Clear? They're present in the plants as well as the animals. We can see the variety of cells both in the plants as well as the animals. And as I told you, the main purpose when we look at only this nerve cell, the main purpose, what is the purpose of nerve cell? The main purpose of the nerve cell is to conduct the impulses, to transfer the messages from one part of the body to another part of the body. It sends the messages. That means the impulses are carried from one region of the body to another region. So the cells which are present in the body are having the different set of functions, and they're also having the different shapes. Clear? Now let us understand by taking an example. There are many cells which do not have the proper shape because their shapes keep on changing. Why they do not have shape means their shape may be changing for the particular period of time. After a particular period of time, their shapes may be changing. So one of the best example to understand about the cell which keeps on changing the shape is amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism. We know by now, we understood that unicellular organisms, and under unicellular organisms, we also have studied about amoeba. Correct. So, amoeba is considered as an unicellular organism because it is made up of the single cell. Amoeba is made up of the single cell. And this single cell which is present in the amoeba makes the amoeba to keep changing its shape. Whatever the cell which is present inside the amoeba, you can see here there is a single cell. This single cell helps the amoeba to change its shape. Hence, we call the body of the amoeba as the pseudocelic body. What is meant by pseudo? Pseudo means it is false. Pseudo means false. We call it as pseudopodia also. It is a false body cavity because it does not have the fixed shape for its body. It keep on changing its shape of the body. Clear? So the best example is amoeba. And if you look at the amoeba here, in the first shape you can see the amoeba where it is having one particular type of shape. When amoeba need to engulf the food, suppose there is a food particle which is present near the amoeba, what does the amoeba do? The amoeba just need to take the food inside which is present nearby it. It has to engulf the food. Correct. So to engulf the food, what does it do is it extends the body. What is that pseudocelic body is there, right? That pseudocelic body will be extended by the amoeba to take the food particle inside. As a result, what happened? It extends its body structure. Thereby, it takes the food inside the amoeba. I repeat, suppose the food particle is present in there, the amoeba engulfs, it takes the food inside. To take the food inside, what happened? The amoeba need to extend. You can see, observe the extension of the body of the amoeba here. That is a pseudopodia. So as a result of extension, what happened? There is a food vacuole which is created. The food vacuole will be created. And as a result of this food vacuole, what happened? The food enters inside the body of the amoeba and the food will be digested when enter into the body of the amoeba. Clear? So why I'm telling you this? Because you should understand how the amoeba is changing its shape and what is the reason of changing the shape of the body. Clear? So the best example is amoeba because it is a unicellular organism which is having a single cell, and the one cell which is present in the amoeba is helping to change the shape of the body of the amoeba. It is all because it is having the pseudocelic body, that is the false body cavity. We can also see another example of the cell which is changing its shape, that is the WBC cell which is present in the body. It is also having the amoeboidic shape because as amoeba is changing the shape, similarly WBC cells which are present in the body also keep on changing their shapes. Clear? Now let us understand the type of cells which are present in the body. As I told you, the cells are having the different shapes and some cells keep on changing their shape. We have understood, best example was the amoeba. When I talk about the types or the shapes of cell, the cells are spherical shape, elongated, round shape, elongated shape, spindle shape, branch shape. So if you want to understand the example for spherical, you can take round, you can take blood cells are round, sometimes spherical. Amoeba does not have the shape, correct? And when I say elongated spindle shapes, they are the muscle cells, branched cells are the nervous cells. So there are so many other cells are also present which is present inside the body which have the different shapes. The shape may be the round, elongated, spindle or the branched. It depends upon what function the cell is performing or where exactly it is present. Clear? So in my next video, let us understand the size of the cells. Okay. So until, thank you.